So think about how much your life would change just by changing up your attitude. So I think sometimes we just don't comprehend how much of our life is like it is because of us, right? Think about this. A person who is always negative will always see the negative in everything. But somebody who is positive will always see the positive in everything. Even when situations seem like they are hopeless or they are, situations that you can't get out of. Your outlook is one of those things that determine a lot of things around you. And I'm not saying that, life happens to you because, you just have a bad attitude in certain ways. But in some ways, I am saying that bad things happen to you because you are always thinking negative. Say you are looking for a car, right? You have found the car that you wanted. You researched everything, about this car. And so now that you have purchased this car, you driving down the street and you like, dang, everybody got this car. So, every time you look around, like, dang, I see this person has a car, this person has a car, this person has a car. These people have always had these cars, but our mind just gravitates to it because now that's kind of like the center of our lives because we've done so much research. We've made this thing the object of everything that we think about. And so when you think of positive thinking, you think of negative thinking. If you are consistently thinking of negative things, then everything that you look at around you is going to be negative. You are always going to find the negative in everything that you're doing. But on the flip side of it, if what you are thinking is positive and the way that you are thinking is positive, like you will see the positive things in everything that happens. So even in a situation to where, say you in a car accident and you messed your car up and stuff, it's easy to say, dang, man, I done messed my car up. I done done this. I done done that. Man, I ain't never going to be able to get this. But if you thinking positive in your mind, you can think that, man, I had this accident. I messed this car up. It got totaled out. And so you start looking at the good things. Maybe the car gets paid off because of your insurance. Maybe something else happens and here's a car that you probably didn't need anyway. And so now this car's gone out of the way, even though it was a situation that I didn't ask for, I really didn't want. I was able to see the positive in it. And, in everything in our lives, if you go and you are always looking for the bad and you are always thinking bad, then bad is gonna happen. Like all the bad stuff is gonna happen. Everything that you can think like negative is gonna happen because that's what you focused on. But if you focus on the positive, then you start to work your way through a lot of different situations. So, some of us, we have those friends that everything that you do, people always point out the negative. But I think sometimes when, those negative things are happening to people, like, I cut hair, and even with me cutting hair, sometimes like I talk to people and everything in their life is negative because that's all they looking at is the negative things. And sometimes I have to point out, hey, look, here's some positive, here's some good things, here's some, different situations or whatever. Think about it differently. And so like, you just have to understand that the way that you think can control the way that you live in a lot of ways. So, change up your thinking. Try to start thinking more positive. Try to think more neutral if possible. Like stop always thinking negative because when you think a negative, you always are anticipating negative things coming. And even in a positive situation, you can only pull out the negative things. So, just try to change up the way that you think. And so I hope this is helpful. And yeah, go ahead and share this video with somebody that you think it could be helpful to. Also like the video and then also subscribe to the channel or follow me, whatever outlet you following me on. But I hope these videos are helpful. If they are, let me know that they're helpful. Let me know that you have gained something from them. And yeah, I'm Damien. And until the next video, I'm out. Peace.